A little while back, I saw this Tim and Eric promotional interview from G4's Attack of the Show hosted by Kevin Pereira. I don't know what year it's from, but from the start it piqued my interest because it's the only interview I've seen of Tim and Eric where they play a character from their show. After watching and deliberating over it, I've come to the conclusions that 1, I love it, and 2, that this interview shouldn't exist. But first, let me give you some context. Tim Heidecker and Eric Wareheim are comedians whose work you've definitely seen. Their TV show, Tim and Eric Awesome Show Great Job, which aired from 2007 to 2010, had memorable sketches such as Celery Man, Sit on You, Free Real Estate, and The Universe. One of the reoccurring segments in the show was the Uncle Muscles Hour, which usually showcased performances from Casey Tatum and his brother, played by Heidecker and Wareheim respectively. In the majority of their performances, Casey sings a song while his brother, no, there is no name given for him, dances and gives additional vocals when needed. They also have a grandfather, played by the late Richard Dunn, and they call him Pep Pep. Despite their weirdness, in the show, they're beloved. Back to the G4 interview. Even though it is weird and at times disgusting, Heidecker, Wareheim, and Dunn give performances so absurd and hypnotizing that it seems as if it's actually a clip from Tim and Eric Awesome Show Great Job. Okay, let's start. Along with the performances, the props and costumes heighten the surreality of this interview. Tim and Eric gives us a glimpse into what it would look like if Casey and his brother were in a real-life setting. And, of course, they don't fit. Even though it's live action, they look like cartoon characters. They're at home in the Uncle Muscles Hour with its cheesy editing and VHS quality. So when we see them performing Horse and Buggy Ride in high definition with professional live cuts that are a staple in talk shows, it's almost overwhelming. Dunn looks normal though. Going by the least to most absurd in this interview, Kevin Pereira is the beleaguered straight man interviewer just trying to do his job. Disturbed by Casey and his brother after the song, he only claps when he sees everyone else do it. And during the interview, he tries to find some sort of respite in Richard Dunn when they get too nonsensical or worrisome. At the end, he still tries to be professional and shakes hands with Dunn, and he reluctantly shakes hands with Casey due to him spinning the whole time. He didn't shake hands with his brother because he was too far away and he wasn't interested. Richard Dunn is Tim and Eric's accomplice in this interview. Unfazed and appreciative of Casey and his brother's performance, he's just a regular older man just answering questions, not reacting to what's happening right next to him. At the beginning, Casey's brother seems calm and collected with his sunglasses, hot pink sweatshirt, and biker shorts ensemble. He also has an underlying horse motif in this performance. He does a jerky dance mimicking a horse's gallop while standing up, then moves down to all fours to be more similar to his little horse figure. Casey even rides on top of him. But after the song, when he sits down for the interview in a chair that's too short for him, which accentuates Wareheim's height and makes him look even more weird, he's scared to death. He does seem a bit better after he eats trail mix out of Casey's hand during the interview, though. Casey, compared to his brother, is much calmer. Despite fidgeting and saying hi to Dunn while performing, he doesn't seem scared and responds to questions during the interview. Heidecker's makeup for Casey makes him look perpetually beet red, and his solid black eyebrows highlight his usually grimacing face. His slicked down hair and his outfit of a patterned vest, khakis, and a spit-soaked sienna button-up makes him stand out. Despite all that, the sound is what makes this interview truly strange. At the top of the video, Pereira, when introducing them, says Casey and his brother a couple of times as if to warn you, the viewer, of what's about to happen. And, oh man, this is gonna be a bit hard for me to say, but empirically, Horse and Buggy Ride is a bad song. The lyrics are very simple, the instrumentals are amateurish, and Casey's voice doesn't help. Okay. After their outstanding performance and during the interview, Pereira asked Dunn questions about Tim and Eric Awesome Show Great Job and how bizarre it is.
And do you enjoy working with Tim and Eric?
Oh, yeah. It's not work. It's fun. It's a playtime.
Casey?
At this point, the interview shifts interest to the Uncle Muscles Hour. Pereira asks Casey how long he and his brother worked together. and he responded with something. So now the interviewer is weirdly asking Dunn for some sort of normalcy, but he's not going to get it. The microphones for this interview are unfortunately very good. And I say this because, and I've mentioned it before, of Casey's spitting. He spat so much. Even when he ate trail mix, his mic was on the whole time and he would spit intermittently, and Pereira would check up on him if it got too bothersome. His shirt was wet from the beginning. He must have prepared.
Thank you.
Humorists Tim Heidecker and Eric Horheim tread the thin line of surreal horror and absurdist comedy. I feel that it's extremely pertinent for me to stress that the joke is on us for watching this, not on Tim and Eric performing it. On our own volition, we watched an older man calmly answer questions while one character secretes all of the saliva that he can out of his mouth, while another character is frozen in fear of the audience. They got paid for this. This interview would feel right at home on Late Night with David Letterman, as it's so Kaufman-esque.